Monday was a pretty miserable day, so I'm driving around and I drive by a place called Harding Sales in Marion, Mass, and I decided to peek in. Very cool. I find the sailmaker repairing a Genoa 40-foot tall sail. I like to get down right in people's comfort zone sometimes, and that always makes for the best photos. On Tuesday, a local school's nurse tells me, "Hey, did you hear about the tree that fell over in Freetown and cars are still driving under it?" Guess where I went?
Hey, good morning, how are you? Well, I was a little bit cold, so I ended up at my favorite spot. That would be Di Maria's European Cafe in New Bedford, right across from the Whaling Museum, which, by the way, I happen to have my Whaling Museum hat on. Wow, it's a wonderful day. Actually, it isn't, because it's supposed to be like raining and snowing or whatever, but it's funny because I always find myself stopping, and sometimes you wonder, like, why should I have a coffee right now? Why? Because it actually forces you to slow down and take things in, think of new opportunities. And I just took a really cool photo just a few minutes ago, and sometimes the process is rather interesting. I got an email about some art students that put some stencils up on the windows of the Star Store UMass Dartmouth downtown campus. So I'm like, all right, I'll just go over there and check it out. Well, guess what? Yeah, it was pretty cool. So here's what the photo looks like.
Yep, I am back at the waterfront, and today I am following a series of buyers from all over the world who are touring New Bedford's waterfront, I guess hoping to establish some economic relationships between New Bedford and other fishing ports or processing plants or restaurants or whatever. And these types of assignments are difficult in the sense that you just don't know what you're gonna get, which is, I guess, the beauty of the beast. But I'm always looking for cool, interesting angles, and that's the only way to get good shots is to show what people think they've seen in an interesting way. Right now I'm at Ocean's Fleet, and it's pretty cool. I'm always looking for an interesting angle, and look at them. The buyers are all around that pallet of scallops, waiting to see what the product's all about. But uh-oh, something's wrong with my camera. That's why I always carry two. Obviously different focal lengths, but in this case the batteries died on the camera I was using, so just put it down, switched the lenses, and got back on track. But I was really waiting for the moment where he's gonna cut the bag open just like he's doing right there, and I just got the shot just at the last moment. Like in a situation like this, you see the gentleman with the red jacket? Be patient. Eventually he's going to get out of the way. Give him time. But ultimately there's a cool photo there. If you see it, be patient, and ultimately it will happen. Check it out. There I go. Becoming as invisible as possible. Yeah, that's something that it just comes with experience. You become invisible, and the next thing you know, you're taking photographs right in front of people's faces, and they don't even notice that you're there. But that makes for some really cool moments, real interesting, engaging moments. Look at her. She has the notebooks out and her cell phone. Is she going to buy fish in New Bedford? Who knows? But ultimately, you got to become invisible, and the only way to do that is just to walk around with the cameras in hand, snapping pics. A local artist told me that the Bristol County Savings Bank, the new branch, was installing art by local artists, which unfortunately it doesn't happen all the time. Most of these corporates, they buy art from conglomerates and who knows where they come from. But it was cool to see that this bank took local art by local artists, and it's hanging it up on the walls. You know, just look for the cool moments. The interaction between these two gentlemen was pretty cool. use the live view on the back of the camera. Makes for some cool shots. And that's my weekend photo.